Hey guys, in this video we will discuss the questions of CSI NET examinations, and as previous videos we are talking only about the questions of matrices, so we will discuss the questions of matrices in this video as well. So let's start with the first question, which is from June 2011. So what does the question says here? Here you are given a matrix M, okay, and all the elements of the matrix is what? 1, and you are asked to find the eigenvalue of M. So we have already seen in the theory that when all the elements of a particular matrix is 1, then one eigenvalue is the order of the matrix and all other are 0. So this is a 3 cross 3 matrix, so its order is what? 3, and all other eigenvalues will be what? 0. So the correct option is option B. Clear? So this is how you can solve the questions very easily related to eigenvalues if you know the properties of eigenvalues very well. Now let's come to the next question. Here it is say the exponential of M simplifies where I is the identity matrix. Okay, it's a 3 cross 3 identity matrix. So you will have to find the value of what? E to the power M, exponential of M, e to the power M. We know e to the power x. What is the expansion? It's 1 plus, right? M plus M square by factorial 2 plus M cube by factorial 3 and so on. You will have to find the value of the right hand side. Clear? So first of all, the matrix M, we know what it is. So we will write M square will be equals to what? It will be, when you will do na, 1 into with 1 into with 1, 1, 1, 1. This is also 1. Okay. And here you will write again the same matrix. You know the matrix multiplication, right? This and this. When you will do, you will get 3, right? So it will give you 3, 3, 3. All the elements will be same. This is how you can write. Okay. Similarly, you can write M cube will be equals to what this time? Same thing when you will do, you will get it to be what? 9, right? 9, 9, 9. And it is equals to what? If you take here 3 square means 9 common, then you will get what? M matrix. So M square is equals to what? M square here, if you see, it is 3M, right? If you take 3 common, M cube is what? 3 square M. Therefore, you can write e to the power M is equals to I plus M square you will write as what? 3M by factorial 2 plus M cube can be written as 3 square by factorial M factorial 3 plus and so on. So here what if you take this, I am writing it as it is, okay? And from here, if I take M common, what you will get? On taking only M common, you will get here 1 plus, right? 3 by factorial 2 plus 3 square by factorial 3 plus and so on. And further, if I write the first one to be as it is, now if I take M by 3 common, okay, then what you will get? This will be 3, right? Here you will get what? 3 square by factorial 2. This will give you 3 cube by factorial 3 and so on. And here I'm writing 1 plus 1, 1 minus 1. Clear? Now you see this particular part, it is representing what? This particular, it is representing e to the power 3, right? This is what it is representing. It is the expansion of e to the power 3, 1 plus 3 plus 3 square by factorial 2. So I can write I plus M by 3, and within the bracket, it's e to the power 3 minus 1. All right, which can be further written as e to the power M, it is equals to I plus, what you will write? M, right? I plus M e cube minus 1 by 3. All right, so the correct option you can check, it's option A. All right, e to the power M is equals to what? I plus e to the power 3 minus 1 by 3 M. Clear? Just you will have to simplify. Now let's see the next question. So here what it is said, a 3 cross 3 matrix M has trace of M to be 6, trace of M square to be 26, trace of M cube is equals to 90. Which of the following can be possible set of eigenvalues of M? So here it is given trace of M is what? 6. That means the sum of the eigenvalues for the matrix M, that is lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3, it is given to you what? 6. Trace of M square, that means what? Eigenvalues will be what? Lambda 1 square. You have already seen in the properties. Okay, if you're having any confusion related to the eigenvalues, you can just go and check out the video where I have explained the properties of the eigenvalues, and from there you can understand how this is the eigenvalue of this particular matrix M square. Okay, since M has what? M has eigenvalues lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. M square will have lambda 1 square, lambda 2 square, and lambda 3 square. So the sum of the eigenvalues will be 26 for M square. Similarly, for M cube, it will be what? Lambda 1 cube, lambda 2 cube, lambda 3 cube. It is how much? 90. All right. This is 90. So you're getting here 3 equations. Now you will have to check all the 4 options which will satisfy these 3 conditions. So first of all, if you see for the first option, it's 4 plus 1 plus 1. So it is giving you what? 5. So it is not satisfying the first one, right? If you see this second one, it is giving you 6, right? Minus 1, 0, 7. But if you see the next one, 7 square will give you what? 49, right? 49 and 1 minus 1 square will give you what? 1. So it's 50. So option B is also incorrect. If you see the option C, when you will add minus 1, 3 and 4, it will give you 6, right? When you will add its square, it will give you what? Minus 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 4 square is what? 16. So it is giving you 26, right? And this time you will do the cube. Cube will give you this. Minus 1 cube is what? Plus minus 1. Again plus 3 cube is what? 27, right? 4 cube is what? 64. So this will give you what? 26, right? 26 plus 64. What it will be? Yeah, when you will check this and see, you will get it 90, right? This you can see. The last option, actually the option C is correct. You got, and you can check this also. This, when you will do the square of this, now 4 plus 4 plus 4, what you will get? It's only 12. So the correct option is option C here. Clear? Now let's see the next question. The eigenvalues of the matrix A is equals to what? So it is 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. So first of all, whenever you are asked about the eigenvalues, see whether the matrix is having any row or any column which is a scalar multiple of any other row. Okay, that you will have to check. Okay, so here if you see what? The second row and the third row. If you see, the second row is twice of the first row. It is or not. The second row, if you see, it is twice, na? 2, it's 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. And if you see the third one, it is twice. Okay, 3 ones are 3 twos are 3 threes. Right. So whenever any row or any column is a scalar multiple of any particular row, then its eigenvalue is what? The trace. One eigenvalue of the matrix is its trace, and other eigenvalues are what? 0. So 2 eigenvalues will be what? 0. And the trace is what? The sum of the principal diagonal elements, that is 9 plus 4 plus 1, that is 14. Right? So the correct option is option D. All right. Here I am writing, if any row or column of a matrix is scalar multiple of any other row or column of the matrix, then the eigenvalue one of the eigenvalue of the matrix is its trace, and all other are 0. All right. So these things you will have to remember. So now let us see question number 4. What did it say? The eigenvalues of the antisymmetric matrix A is equals to this, okay, where n1, n2, and n3 are the components of an unit vector. So you will have to find the eigenvalues of the matrix given, and the matrix is what? It is the antisymmetric matrix. Clear? So first of all, to find out the eigenvalues, we will write the characteristic equation, right? So it is what? It is A minus lambda I is equals to 0. So if you do so, what you will get? Minus lambda in the principal diagonal elements. Other elements will be same, right? So you will get this to be n2. This will be minus n1. This is n3 minus n2, n1. Okay, so this is equals to 0. So now we will solve. So this is minus lambda, right? And minus lambda into with minus lambda, lambda square. And this is what? This will give you on cross multiplication minus a plus n1 square. All right. Next is this one minus n3. So here what you will get? Minus n1 minus n2 will give you positive n1 n2, and this will give you what? Minus a plus, right? And here you will get n3 lambda. The last one is what? Plus n2. Again on cross multiplication you will get what? n1 n3. Clear? Again minus n2 lambda, because both are negative, so it will be positive. So finally what you will get from here? It will give you minus lambda cube, all right, plus n1 square. Sorry, it's a minus n1 square lambda minus n1 n2 n3 minus n3 square lambda plus n1 n2 n3, and here minus n2 square lambda. It is equals to 0. So minus n1 n2 n3 plus n1 n2 n3 will get cancelled. All right, and if I take here minus common, this will give me what? Minus lambda cube, right? And all other terms will become what? Positive. Okay, so it's plus lambda is taken common. You will have minus, n1 square plus n2 square plus n3 square. Okay, it is equals to 0. Clear? Now it is said in the question that n1, n2, and n3, these are the components of unit vector. Okay, that means what? n1 square plus n2 square plus n3 square, it will be equals to 1. And here you will get lambda cube plus lambda, it is equals to 0. So take lambda common, you will have lambda square plus 1 equals to 0. So from here what you will get? Lambda equals to 0 and lambda square plus 1 is equals to 0. So lambda square plus 1 equals to 0 means what? Lambda square is equals to minus 1. Minus 1 is what? I square. So lambda is equals to plus minus I. So the eigenvalues will be what? 0 plus I and it's minus I. All right. So the correct option is option A. Clear? So that was very simple. So now let's see question number 5. A 2 cross 2 matrix A has eigenvalues e to the power I pi by 5 and e to the power I pi by 6. The smallest value of n such that a to the power n is equals to what? I. Okay, that is the identity matrix. So eigenvalues of A is given to you, e to the power I pi by 5 and e to the power I pi by 6. You will have to find the value of n, and that to the smallest value. And the condition is what? A to the power n is equals to what? 1. Okay. So first of all, you will see eigenvalues of A. Okay, A has eigenvalues what? E to the power I pi by 5 and e to the power I pi by 6. Right? So similarly, a to the power n can have the eigenvalues to be what? E to the power I pi n by 5 and e to the power I pi n by 6. This is what you can write. Now what you will do, you will write the product of the eigenvalues, okay, of a to the power n. So it will be the determinant, right? The determinant of a to the power n, it is equals to what? Product of the eigenvalues, right? So the product of the eigenvalues is what? E to the power I pi n by 5 exponential. So it will become the sum. It will be what? I pi n by 6. So when you will do so, you will get e to the power what? I is there 11 pi n by 6 5 is 30. Okay. So this is what you will get. Now in the question, it is said a to the power n is equals to what? I. Okay. So the determinant of a to the power n, you can write it to be equals to what? 1. This is what you can write. And from here, if you see, the determinant is equals to what? The determinant is equals to e to the power I, okay, 11 pi n by 30. It is equals to 1. So this will be what? This will give you, this can be written as e to the power I 11 pi n by 30. It can be, one can be written as what? E to the power I am writing it to be 2m pi. Okay. So when you will compare the left hand side and the right hand side, what you will get? You will get 11 pi n by 30. It is equals to what? 2m pi. This is n and this is m. So if you see here, pi and pi will get cancelled, right? And you will have what? I'm writing n by m. It is equals to what? 60 by 11, right? So n is equals to what? 60. So the smallest value of n will be what? 60 here. Clear? Now let's see the next question. So here it is said, given a 2 cross 2 matrix which is unitary, okay, and it satisfies U dagger U is equals to what? U dagger equals to identity matrix. Here the determinant of U is given to you e to the power I phi. So one can construct a unitary matrix V, okay, and V is also satisfying the condition V dagger V equals to V dagger, it is equals to identity matrix, and the determinant of V is what? 1. So how you can construct unitary matrix V? Okay, you will have to tell. So 2 cross 2 matrix is given to you, which is U, and it is a unitary matrix. So if I consider U to be a unitary matrix, okay, and it is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So it's A, B, C, D. Okay, I've considered. In the question, it is say determinant of U is equals to what? Determinant of U is equals to e to the power I phi. So from here, what you will get? Determinant to be AD minus BD. And you can write it as what? E to the power I phi is equals to what? AD minus BD, because it is given to you. Now, if I consider that V is equals to what? E to the power minus I phi by 2 into with U. So V is equals to this. I'm writing. So V can be written as what? So now we will write V in the matrix form. Clear? So here what you are having? It is e to the power minus I phi by 2 into with what? You will have to multiply it with the matrix U. Right. So U is what? A minus I phi by 2. This is A, right? And here it is what? E to the power minus I phi by 2. B, e to the power minus I phi by 2. C, e to the power minus I phi by 2. D. Clear? So determinant of V, it will be equals to what? So this into with this. So exponential e to the power minus I phi by 2 into with e to the power minus I phi by 2. So it will give you just e to the power minus I phi, right? And within the bracket, what you will have? AD. Okay. Similar thing if you do here, this will be also e to the minus I phi. So I'm taking common, and this will give you what? Minus BC. Okay. In the question, the determinant of V is given to you 1. So 1 will be equals to what? E to the power minus I phi AD minus BC. Okay. Now you will have to remember one thing. In this case, you will get the matrix V such that the determinant is equals to 1. How? By multiplying what? By multiplying e to the power minus I phi by 2 with U. So the correct option is option A. Okay. So now let's see the next question. So here it is said, consider a n cross n matrix. Okay. And n is what? Greater than 1. In which Aij, it is the product of the indices of I and j. Namely, Aij is equals to Ij. So the matrix A will have what type of eigenvalues? So matrix is given to you what? N cross n. Okay. N is greater than 1. And Aij, the elements is what? The product of the indices I and j. So if I take, as given in the question, Aij is equals to Ij. So if I consider a 3 cross 3 matrix, okay. So for a 3 cross 3 matrix A, how you can write? This is A11 na, here. It is A11, A12, A13, right? Here it is what? It will be A21, A22, A23. Okay, this is A31, A32, A33. So Aij is equals to what? I into with j. So it will be what? 1 into with 1, 1, 2, 3. This is what? 2, 4, 6. This is what? 3, 6, 9. So this is the matrix because Aij is equals to what? Ij. Clear. Now you see here, in this case, the second row and the third row, it is the scalar multiple of what? The first row, right? So in this case, what is the eigenvalues? The eigenvalues is the trace. One eigenvalue is the trace and others are 0. So other eigenvalues will be what? 0. And one eigenvalue is what? The trace, that is 40. We have seen one question, okay, before also, only the answer they are asking something different, and they are asking what? That how many degenerate eigenvalues will be there and with what degeneracy. Okay, so here if you see, degenerate eigenvalues means what? Repeated eigenvalues. So here if you see, 0 is the eigenvalue with degeneracy what? 2. Yes or no? So in general, for a matrix N, okay, it is having a degenerate eigenvalue with degeneracy what? N minus 1. Okay, so the correct option is option A. Has one degenerate eigenvalue with degeneracy N minus 1. Clear? So now let's see question number 8. Okay, so here it is said, consider the matrix M is equals to this. You will have to find the eigenvalues of M. So first we will see the trace, right? Trace is what? Sum of the eigenvalues. It's a 3 cross 3 matrix, so it is lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3. Trace is the sum of the principal diagonal elements, so it will give you 0, right? Lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3. Next, what we know, the determinant of the matrix M will be the product of its eigenvalues. That is lambda 1 into lambda 2 into with lambda 3. So we will find the determinant. So the first term will be 0. Second will give you what? 2i. Okay. 6 3 is a, okay, minus 18i square. This is 0. Again, plus 3i. It will give you what? Minus a plus 6 2 is a 12 I square. The second term will be 0. So it is equals to lambda 1 into with lambda 2. So finally you will get what? This is what? I square. So it is minus 1. So it will be positive. You will get 36i. Okay. This is I square. So it will become negative. 12 3 is what? 36i. So it is equals to lambda 1 into lambda 2 into with lambda 3. Okay. So if you see here, the product of the eigenvalues is also equals to 0. So you will have to choose that option which will give you the product and sum both to be 0. Okay. If you see the first option, you will not get the product to be 0 because all the eigenvalues are what? Numbers. And C is also having, will not give you what? The product to be 0, and D also. It's only option B which has a 0, okay, as the eigenvalue, and it will give you what? The sum to be 0 as well as the product to be 0. Okay, because when the product of the eigenvalues is 0, you need one eigenvalue should be 0. Clear? Now let's see the next question. So here it is said the matrix A is equals to this B and C. So three matrix A, B, C, and are given to you. You will find that these three matrices will satisfy which commutation relation. Okay, so we will just find, first we will find what? AB. Okay, commutation of AB is what? AB minus BC, right? So first we will find what? AB. So just you will take the product of these two matrices. This is 1 0 0. This is 0 0 0. B matrix is what? 0 0 1. Rest all other elements are what? 0. So multiplication is in this way, right? So when you will do so, you will get it to be what? 0. Okay. Second one also will give you what? 0. Third one when you will do, you will get 0. Again this and this, you will get what? 0. Other one is also 0. Here you will get 1 into with 1 plus all other term is what? 0. And this is 0. Okay. So all the elements will be 0. So if you see this, this is what? The matrix C, right? This is the matrix C. Okay. You can just see. Next you will do what? BA. All right. So BA is giving you what? 0 0 1 0 0 0. Just write the matrix and multiply. 0 minus 1 0 1 0 0. So this time when you will do so, 0, the matrix multiplication is going to be in this way. So this will give you 0. Next also will give you 0. Again 0. This is 0. So you'll get all the elements to be what? 0 only. So it's ultimately 0. So what you got here, commutation of AB, it is equals to what? AB minus BA. So AB is the C matrix and this is giving you 0. So AB is equals to what? C. So in here you are having only two options, which is giving you what? Commutation of AB to be C. So out of these two options, one it will be, now we will see BC, okay? Commutation of BC is equals to what? BC, right? Minus CA. So the matrix, first let's find BC. So B was equals to what? 0, 0, 1, okay? Rest all other elements were 0. And C is having what? The first row was 0. Here 1, the third row is also 0. So you will do the same thing. All right. So again, this way you will multiply with this, okay? In this way. So 0 into with 0, 0 into with 0, 1 into with 0. So it's 0, okay? Again, you will do what? You will go for the other one. So all the elements are 0. So it's 0. So here also you will get 0. And here all are 0. So you will get finite all to be what? 0, right? Again, you will find what? CB. So just take the reverse 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So it's 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So when you will do, so you will get the first to be what? 0. Second will be also what? 0. The third will be also 0. This will be 0. This will be 0. Okay. This also will be 0. You can do and see all the elements you will get to be 0. So what you got? You are getting what? These are equals to what? 0 only, no? Yes or no? So you're getting the commutation of BC is equals to what? 0. So now let's check the option. So you were having two options, which was having what? AB is commutation C. And here if you see the option D, right? It is having commutation of BC to be 0 because it's A here. So the correct option will be option D. You can check CA's commutations value also. Okay, I'm skipping it. You can do it on your own. Now let's see question number 10. So the Coulomb vector ABA is a simultaneous eigenvector of the matrix A, okay, and B. So Coulomb vector A, it is a simultaneous eigenvector of what? The matrix A and the matrix B, okay. So for eigenvector, what we know that A, any, it is what? Eigenvector is what? If I consider this to be what? Vector X. So it is AX equals to what? Lambda X. So this is for the matrix A, okay, and Bx is equals to what? Lambda Bx. So if we write here A, okay, the vector AB A, it is equals to lambda A, AB A, okay. So the matrix A is what? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. You will have to find the value of B and A only, okay. So 1, 0, 0. And here you are getting what? A, B, A, okay. And here it is lambda A, B, A, okay. So just do the multiplication. In this way only you will be doing. So you will get what? You will get it to be equals to A, right? Second will give you what? B, and third will give you what? A. So it is equals to what? Lambda A, B, A, okay. So finally you will get lambda A, it is equals to what? 1. Similarly, if you see for the matrix B, B is what? A, B, A, it is equals to lambda B, A, B, A. Write the matrix B, what it is? 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, okay. Here it is A, B, A, and it is what? Lambda B, A, B, A. So when you will do so, you will get B plus A, right? The first is what? B plus A. Second will give you what? A plus A, that is twice A. And the third is what? Third is A plus B again, okay? And in the right hand side, it is lambda B, A, B, A. So from here, what you will get? 3 equations, right? So if you see here, you will get A plus B, it is equals to what? Lambda B, A. The next is what? 2A is equals to lambda B, B, right? Third one also you can write. A plus B is equals to lambda B, A. Same equations I'm not writing. So from here, if you see this equation, okay? A plus B is equals to what? Lambda B, A. So if I write B is equals to what? Lambda B, A minus A. All right. So b will be equals to what? Taking a common, it is lambda b minus 1. Clear? This is what you are getting, b. And here it is what? 2a is equals to what? Lambda 3b. Okay. So here, if you see in this case, you're getting 2a minus lambda b, it is equals to 0. Clear? So you will write it in the matrix form. This is what you will do. Let me write it again. Okay, here you're getting what? You can write it as, if you see here, you got b is equals to what? A lambda b minus 1. From here you can do one thing. Take this to the other side, okay? So that it will become what? A 1 minus lambda b plus b equals to 0. Okay, to match the format. So this is equation 1 I'm writing. This is equation 2. Okay, let me note it down here. I can write it as what? B, it is what? A 1 minus lambda b plus b equals to 0. So this is equation 1. Next was what? 2a minus lambda b, it is equals to 0, equation 2. So you will write this in the matrix form. So you can write it as what? 1 minus lambda b, 1, right? 2 minus lambda b. Okay, it is equals to 0. So find the determinant of this one. So you will get what? Minus lambda b into with 1 minus lambda b minus 2 equals to 0. So from here, minus lambda b plus lambda b square minus 2 equals to 0. So rearranging lambda b square minus lambda b minus 2, it is equals to 0. Now midterm splitting you will do. Lambda b square minus, right? 2 minus 1 minus 2 equals to 0. So lambda b square minus 2 lambda b. Okay, lambda b will be here plus lambda b minus 2 equals to 0. So here from the first two terms, if you take lambda b common, you will have what? Lambda b minus 2 plus 1. So it is lambda b minus 2 equals to 0. So finally what you will get? You will get lambda b plus 1 into with what? Lambda b minus 2 equals to 0. So from here you will get the value of lambda b to be equals to what? Minus 1 comma 2. Okay. So you were having equation. These equations were there, right? With you. So if you put what? Lambda b is equals to 2 in the first equation. So you will get what? A 1 minus 2 plus b equals to 0. Right? So it will give you minus a plus b equals to 0. So b is equals to what? A. Or you can write a is equals to b. Same thing. And when lambda b is equals to what? Minus 1. Then what you will get? You will get it to be a 1 minus a minus s plus 1 plus b equals to 0. So you will get what? 2a plus b equals to 0. That means b is equals to what? Minus 2a. So you will get, in this case, what you will get? The correct option to be b is equals to a or a is equals to b. Both are same thing, and b is equals to minus 2a, right? Because if you see here, it is b is equals to 0. So this is not possible. B is equals to a by 2, not possible. B is equals to 2a, not possible. So correct option is option B. All right. So now let's see question number 11. The matrix M is equals to this satisfies the equation. Out of this 4, which equation it satisfies? Okay, this matrix M. So this question is from Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So first of all, we will find the eigenvalue equations. Okay, so first the characteristic equation is what? M minus lambda I, it is equals to what? 0. So which can be written as what? 1 minus lambda minus 1 minus lambda minus 1 minus lambda. This is 3, this is 2, 0, 3, 0, and then 0. Okay, so this is equals to 0. So just do the determinant. Okay, so you will get what? 1 minus lambda, right? Into it 1 minus lambda minus 1 minus lambda. Okay, and this is 0. Next is what? Plus 3. So it is 0 minus 3 1 minus lambda. The last one is what? Plus 2. This into with this is, so it's 0. So there will be no third term. So it is 0. So finally, if you see here, it is 1 minus lambda. I'm taking common from both. And if you see here, if I take minus common, this is what? 1 plus lambda, and this is 1 minus lambda. That is a square minus b square. So 1 minus lambda square, right? And this is what? Minus 3 into with 3, that is 9. Okay, equals to 0. which can be written as 1 minus lambda. Here you can write it as what? Lambda square minus 1 minus 9. So it is what? Minus 10 equals to 0. So from here, if you see, what you will write it to be this into this term. So it is what? Lambda square minus 10 minus lambda cube plus 10 lambda equals to 0. So you will get, taking minus common, lambda cube minus lambda square minus 10 lambda plus 10. I'm writing it to be what? Plus 10 equals to 0. So putting lambda is equals to what? M. You can write it as m cube minus m square minus 10m plus 10I equals to 0. This is what we do for the Cayley-Hamilton equation. So m cube minus what? M square minus 10m plus 10I. So this is equation what? Equation C. Okay. So the correct answer is answer option C. Clear? So now let's see the next question. So here it is said, let sigma x, sigma y, sigma z be their polymatrices. Okay. And x prime sigma x plus y prime sigma y plus z prime sigma z, it is equals to exponential of I theta sigma z by 2 into with x sigma x plus y sigma y plus z sigma z into with exponential minus I theta sigma z by 2. So sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, these are what? The polymatrices. So here a relation is given to you. You will have to find what? How these coordinates are related. Then the coordinates are related as what? So you will have to find the relation between the coordinates, okay, where sigma x, sigma y, and sigma z are what? Polymatrices. Clear? So for this, first of all, we will write what is the value of sigma x, sigma y, and sigma z. Okay, in matrix form we will write. So you know sigma x is equals to what? 0, 1, 1, 0. Sigma y is equals to what? 0 minus I 0. And sigma z is equals to what? 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Right? So first of all, we will find what? This x sigma x plus y sigma y plus z sigma z. Okay? So x sigma x plus y sigma y plus z sigma z. It will be equals to what? So just multiply x here. So it will be what? 0 x x 0 plus multiply just y. Then you will get what? 0 minus iy, right? Iy 0 plus sigma z. It will give you what? Z 0 0 minus z. Clear? So this will further give you what? If you do addition, this will give you z. This is x minus iy. Again, this is what? X plus iy, and this is minus z. All right. So this is what you are getting. Similarly, if you find what? X prime sigma x plus y prime sigma y plus z prime sigma z. So you will get the same form. This will be z prime. This is x prime minus iy prime. This is x prime plus iy prime, and this is minus z prime. Okay. So we got the values of this and this, and we will find what? Exponential of what? I theta sigma z by 2. So exponential of what? I theta sigma z by 2. Okay. So what you will get? Sigma z is equals to what? Sigma z is equals to 1, 0, 0, minus 1. So when you will multiply I theta by 2. Okay. So you will get what? It will be e to the power I theta by 2. This is 0. This is 0. E to the power minus I theta by 2. This is what you will get. And the next was exponential of minus I theta sigma z by 2. So this time a negative sign will come. Yes or no? So it is what? E to the power minus I theta by 2, 0, 0, e to the power plus I theta by 2. So finally what you will write? You will write this one, okay? This term equals to the entire term. So it is x prime sigma x prime. This value is what? This one, z prime, right? It was z prime, x prime minus iy prime. And here it is what? Minus z prime. Okay. So this is equals to what? Exponential of positive I theta sigma z. So it is equals to what? A to the power I theta by 2, 0, 0 e to the power minus I theta by 2. Again, it was x sigma x. Okay, so it is what? Z x minus Iy, x plus Iy, and here you are having what? Minus Z. Again, it is negative. So it is e to the minus I theta by 2, 0, 0 e to the power I theta by 2. Right? So first multiply these two. Again in this format only. Okay, so it will give you what? Z e to the power I theta by 2. Again, when you will do this side, it will give you what? X minus Iy e to the power I theta by 2. Again, we will do, you will get it to be what? X plus Iy e to the power minus I theta by 2. Again, the last term will give you what? Minus Z, right? E to the power minus I theta by 2. Clear? And this last term, last matrix I'm keeping as it is, e to the power I theta by 2. So cross multiplication, yes or no? This is what you will do, but before doing that, multiply this also. Okay, so that it will become more easy. This into with this will give you what? Only Z, yes or no? This into with this plus this 0. Next again you will do what? With this term, so 0, this is what? Just e to the power I theta by 2, e to the power I theta by 2. So it is e to the power I theta, right? X minus Iy. Again this into with this will give you what? E to the power minus I theta x plus Iy. And again you will do, the last term will give you what? Just minus Z, right? So this is what you are getting. And here in the left hand side, what you are having? In the left hand side, you are having Z prime x prime minus Iy prime x prime plus I y prime minus Z prime. So you will just compare, okay? So when you will compare these equations, okay, I'm just writing it here once again. You got Z prime x prime minus Iy prime x prime plus Iy prime minus Z prime. This matrix, it is equals to what? Z e to the power minus I theta x minus Iy. Here you are having what? Minus Z e to the power I theta x plus Iy. This is what you are getting. When you will compare, you will get Z prime is equals to what? Z, right? X prime minus I y prime is equals to what? E to the power I theta into with x minus Iy. Okay, this is what you are getting. So for this one, in this case, if you do so and see, it is e to the power I theta x minus Iy, right? E to the power I theta is what? Cos theta, right? Plus I sine theta into with x minus Iy. Okay, this is x prime minus Iy prime. So here if you do the multiplication, you will get what? Cos theta, right? X, again you will get what? Minus Iy cos theta. Again plus you will get Ix sine theta. Again you will get plus y sine theta. So finally you will get what? You will get x cos theta plus y sine theta, and here it is minus I cos theta. Y also you can write whatever, it is not making any difference. And here it is what? Minus sine theta x. This is what you will get. So when you will compare now, this is x prime minus Iy prime. You will get what? X prime is equals to what? It is cos theta x plus sine theta y. And y prime is equals to what? Y prime is equals to cos theta y minus sine theta x, right? This is what you will get. So finally you can write x prime y prime z prime. Okay, it is equals to what? It will, you can write it as what? Just right? This is what? Sine theta. Z is what? Z is 0. Again you will write what? You will write here minus of what? Sine theta in matrix form I'm writing, okay? This is what? Cos theta. Z is what? 0. This is equation 1, this is equation 2, and this I'm considering to be 3. So here you will get 0, 0, and so what it is? 0, 0, z prime is equals to z, right? So it will be 1. Okay, so it is x, y, and z. So these are equation 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I have marked this to be 1, this to be 2, and this to be 3. Clear? And we have written it in the matrix form. So the correct option will be what? You got the answer to be what? Cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta, and 1. Right? This is what you are getting. X, Y, Z, X prime. So the correct option is option B. Clear? So question number 13 is said what? Each of the following sets of 3 cross 3 matrices forms a group under multiplication. So you are given 4 matrices here. So you will have to choose one matrices which is forming groups under multiplication. Okay. So in order to form group, okay, you will have to satisfy some conditions. Okay. So the first condition is what? For any 3 matrices, okay, A, B, and C. All right. It will belong to a what? Group when A, B, C, it is equals to what? A, B, C. Second is what? There must exist what? An identity element I. Okay. There must exist an identity element I. Okay. How? Such that AI is equals to IA, it is equals to what? A. Okay. The third is what? For any 2 matrices, okay, A comma B, which is what? Which is belonging to a group. Okay. A, B must what? Belong to G. Okay. If A and B belongs to a group G, then their product must also belongs to the group. That is called the closure property. All right. The last one is what? There must be what? An inverse element for each element belonging to G. Okay, there must be an inverse element. Okay, inverse element for each belonging to G. So these are the 4 properties. Now you see you're having 4 options here. Okay, clear? So if you put here A is equals to 1, okay, in the option A, and you are putting what? B is equals to 1. 2 rows and 2 columns are becoming what? Same or not? If you put it to be 1 and 1, it is becoming equal, right? That means what? Equation A is non-invertible when you are putting A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 1. In D also, if you see, if you put what? A is equals to 1 and B equals to 1, 2 rows and columns are becoming equal. So it is what? It is not invertible, but we need what? Invertible, right? So for this reason, these 2 options are not possible. We have B and C. So if you check the option B and option C here, okay, for these 2 options, if you take option B, okay, and if you multiply with 2 matrices, for option B I'm writing, the matrix was what? Just see the matrix of option B, it is what? 1, A, 0, right? It is 0, 1, B, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so for the option B matrix, just see the option B matrix and we will take 2 matrices. Okay, for option B we will take 2 matrices and multiply. So 1 A1 0 0 1 B1 0 0 1. Same 1 A1 0 0 1 B1 0 0 1. Now when you will multiply, you will get what? You will get here 1, right? Here you will get what? A1 plus what? A2. This will be A2. Okay, this is B2. Again here you will get what? Here if you do, you will get A1 B2. Similarly here you'll get 0. This will give you 1. The next will give you what? B1 plus B2. Again the third one is 0 0 and 1. Okay, so we will see here this matrix, the resulting matrix is what? It is not satisfying closure property, because we said if A and B 2 matrices are belonging to any group G, then their product must also belong. Yes or no? So the option what? B is wrong. Now if you see the option what? C. Okay, the C option is having the matrix what? Just see the matrix of option C. It is 1, 0, A, right? It is 0, 1, B, 0, 0, 1. Okay, this is what you're having. So this also you will do the same thing. 1, 0, A1, 0, 1, B1, 0, 0, 1. And this is what? 1, 0, A1, A2, 1, B2, and this is what? 0, 0, 1. Okay. So when you will do this way multiplication, right? So this is giving you 1. Again, when you do in this way, you will get it here 0. When you will do here, you will get it to be what? You will get A2 plus A1, right? Next, again, you will get here what? 0. This will give you 1. This is what? B2 plus B1. Again, when you will do, you will get 0, 0, and 1. So if you see here, in this case, it is satisfying what? The closure property. Yes or no? You can see here, if A and B, these two matrices are belonging to a group, then their product is also belonging to the group. All the diagonal elements are 1, but here it did not maintain so. Yes or no? There were changes. So the correct option is option C. All right. So this is the correct option. Okay. A and B also belongs to R here. Okay. Now you see question number 14. Here it is said A be a non-singular matrix, means its determinant is non-zero. It is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. The columns of which are denoted by the vectors what? A, B, and C. Similarly, U, V, and W, it is denoting the vectors. And corresponding to the columns of what? A transpose, then its inverse. So A transpose inverse columns are denoted by what? U, V, and W. And for this 3 cross 3 matrix A, which is a non-singular matrix, it is denoted by what? A, B, and C. So its coulombs is not. So if I consider A to be a matrix, okay, I take a non-singular matrix 1, 2, 3, and this is what? 0. Okay, its coulombs are denoted by what? Vector A, vector B, and this is what? Vector C. All right. Now we will have to find A transpose, then its inverse. So A transpose is equals to what? Just change the rows into coulombs, coulombs into rows. Okay. Now you will have to find its inverse. Okay. So to find the inverse, what you will do, you know, it is what? Adjoint of A divided by the determinant. So first we will find the adjoint. So cofactor 2, 3 is 6, right? Minus 0. For this one, you will have to hide this one and this one. So it will give you what? 0. For this one, what you will do? Again, you will get it to be what? 0. Okay. Now this term, it will give you what? 0. Again, for this one, what you will do? You will just hide this 2. So you will get here to be what? 3. Again, for this one, if you see, hiding this 2 will give you what? You will get it to be 0. For this term, you will get hiding this one and this one. You will get it to be what? 0. For this one, hiding this 2 will give you what? Again 0. For this one, hiding this 2 will give you 2. Now divide by the determinant 6, 6, 6. Rest are 0, so you will get 0 only. So finally, you will get what? A inverse, A transpose, then its inverse. Okay, it is equals to what? It is equals to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 by 2, 0, 0, 0, 1 by 3, right? And here it was said its coulombs are denoted as vector U, vector V, and vector W. All right. Now what you will get from here, when you will see it's A, B, and C. Okay. And here you're having what? This one. So if you multiply, okay, if you do U dot A, okay, this row into with this row. So what you will get? 1 into with 1 is 1, plus 0 into with 0 is 0, and 0 into with 0 is 0. So this is 1. Similarly, you will do U dot V, U dot B, okay. So U dot B means this into with this. So what you will get? 0, plus again you will add what? In this 0 again you will get what? 0. So it is what? 0. U dot C, this and this. So again you will get it to be what? 0 plus 0 plus 0. So you're getting U dot A is equals to 1, rest is 0. So U dot A is 1 in option C, right? So the correct option is what? The correct option is option C. So now let's see question number 15. Consider the matrix equation this. The condition for existence of a non-trivial solution and the corresponding normalized solution is what? Matrix equation is given to you. You will have to find the condition of what? Non-trivial solution and its corresponding what? Normalized solution. So this is what you are asked to find. So matrix equation we know AX is equals to what? 0. So if you compare this general form with this, you will see this is the matrix A, right? X is the Coulomb vector, all right? Now you see, when will this matrix A will have what? Non-trivial solution, if and only if its determinant is what? 0, right? When its determinant is 0. So first of all, we will find its determinant. So what it will be? 1 into it, 2 into it, 2c. So it is what? 4c minus 3b, right? Plus 1 again, 3 2s are 6, right? Minus 2c. This is what? Again, plus 1. Last is what? B minus 4. Okay. So this must be equals to what? 0. So here if you see what you will get, 4c minus 3b plus 6 minus 2c plus b minus what? 4 equals to 0. This is what you are getting. So 4c and 2c will give you what? 2c, right? Minus 3b plus b will give you what? Minus 2b. 6 plus 6 minus 4. So it's what? Plus 2 equals to 0. So finally you will get c minus b plus 1 equals to 0. So from here what you can write? B is equals to what? B will be equals to c plus 1. Clear? So this is very easy. You got B is equals to c plus 1. And this is only for what? Option B. So further calculation we want to find the normalized solution, you can just get it from here. Clear? So the next question is question number 16. Which of the following statement is true for a 3 cross 3 real orthogonal matrix with determinant plus 1? You are having a real orthogonal matrix whose determinant is plus 1. We know orthogonal matrix can have what? Either plus 1 determinant or minus 1. So your determinant is equals to what? Determinant of the matrix is what? Plus 1. Determinant is what? Product of the eigenvalues 3 cross 3 matrix. So it is lambda 1 into lambda 2 into lambda 3. Now if you see the eigenvalues product is what? Plus 1. Lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. These are the 3 eigenvalues. So here if you see, it is a none of its eigenvalues must be real. It is not possible because one of its eigenvalues must be real. All of its eigenvalues must be real. This is not mandatory. 2 can be what? Imaginary also, minus sign can be there. It will give you positive. So the condition is what? At least one of its eigenvalue must be positive. Okay, one must be positive. Clear? So the correct option is option B. Now let's see the next question. So here what it is said, one of the eigenvalues of the matrix e to the power A is what? EA, where A is equals to this. The matrix A is given to you. Okay, one of the eigenvalues of what? E to the power A matrix is what? E to the power small a. So you will have to find the product of what? The other two eigenvalues. So here first find the eigenvalues of this matrix A. So you will write A minus lambda I, it is equals to 0. So it is what? A minus lambda, okay, minus lambda. Again you will have what? Minus lambda. Here you will have what? 0, 0, this is A, this is 0, this is 0, this is A. Okay, so it is equals to 0. So from here if you see, you will get what? A minus lambda into with what? Lambda square, okay, minus A square. Rest all are 0. So you will get what? A minus lambda, lambda plus A, lambda minus A square minus B square formula. So you will get finally lambda is equals to what? Plus A, okay, it is equals to what? Plus A, and it is equals to minus A, and A. So you see here, e to the power A, it is having one eigenvalue, what? Small e to the power A. So other two eigenvalues will be what? E to the power A, e to the power minus A. So its product will be equals to what? E to the power 0. That means it is 1. Clear? So the correct option is option D. So now let's see question number 18. Here it is said, for a 4 cross 4 complex matrix A satisfies the relation what? A dagger A is equals to 4i. Here I is the identity matrix. So the number of independent parameters of A is what? You are having a 4 cross 4 matrix A, which is satisfying this relation. I is the 4 cross 4 identity matrix. Okay, you will have to find the number of independent parameters of A. Okay, so first, what it is given, A dagger A is equals to what? 4i. All right. From here, what you can write? You can write from here what? You will have to just see I is equals to what? 1 by 4 A dagger A. Okay. Yes or no? This is what it is. Now, if you consider A is equals to suppose twice of B. Okay. Then A dagger will be equals to what? A dagger will be equals to twice of B dagger. So A dagger. So if you write A dagger will be equals to what? 2B dagger. That is what? 4B dagger. Right? This is what you will get. A dagger is equals to what? 4I. Yes or no? So you will get I is equals to what? BB dagger. That means BB dagger is also equals to what? I. Right? This is what you will get. That means B is what? B is a unitary matrix. Okay. And what you know for unitary matrix, the number of real parameters for n cross n matrix is what? N square. Okay. For a unitary matrix, okay, number of independent parameter is n square. Okay, so here if you see 4 cross 4 matrix is there, right? Matrix B is also considered to be 4 cross 4. So number of independent parameters is what? 4 square 16. So if for B the number of parameters, independent parameter is 16, so for A also it will be what? 16. So the correct option is option D here. So question number 19, the elements of a 3 cross 3 matrix A are the products of its rows and Coulomb indices, that is Aij is equals to Ij. You've seen this question, we have got in 3 different papers and we were asked the eigenvalues, okay? But one question was about something related to the degenerate eigenvalues. So directly we can just do, because it's a matrix 3 cross 3 matrix A and the elements are what? The product of the indices I and J. So this is A11, so it is 1. 1 2 is 2, 1 3 is what? 3. This is 2 1 2, 2 2 is 4, this is 6, right? This is 3, this is 6, and this is what? If you see here, what it will give you? 9, right? This is the matrix. Now you will have to find the eigenvalues. So if you see here, the second row and the third row, okay? The second row is twice the first row, and the third is what? Thrice. So whenever you are having any matrix which is scalar multiple of any particular row or column, one of its eigenvalues is it's 0, right? So the trace here is what? Sum of the diagonal elements. So it is 14, right? Other will be what? 0. So the correct option is option C. Clear? Now let's see the last question, question number 20. Okay. So here it is said what? The eigenvalue of a 3 cross 3 matrix M is equals to, this is what? You will have to find the eigenvalues of this matrix. Okay. So matrix M is what? A square, AB, AC, AB, B square, BC, AC, BC, C square. I've already said whenever you are given any matrix, check whether any row or column is what? Scalar multiple of any other row or column. Okay. So if you see the matrix here, the first this matrix, first check the coulombs. Okay, I'm checking the coulombs here because the row are seen that it's not multiple. Okay, if you check the coulombs here, this is A square AB AC. This is AB B square BC. Now, if you see here, this coulomb, okay, this coulomb, it is what? If you coulomb what? C2 is what? If you do B by A, you will get B by A of what? C1. Then you will get it's AB, right? B by A B square, B by A BC. And if you see here, if you do what? C by A of C1, then you will get this particular coulomb. That means here, second and third coulomb are what? Scalar multiple of a particular row. So the eigenvalues will be the trace right? One eigenvalue will be the trace and others will be what? 0. So the trace is the sum of the principal diagonal elements. So it is a square plus b square plus c square, comma 0, comma 0. All right. So the correct option is option A. So if you would not have known this thing, you would have to go for a long calculation. So just check first whether any row and column is a scalar multiple of any particular row or column of that particular matrix. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you so much. And with this, we have completed the matrices.